What you're about to see is a video snippet from inside the boiler room. Every single morning before the open of the US stock markets, I analyze dozens of stocks and then decide on the trades that we're going to look at for that day with dozens of traders. We all get together, execute trades, chat some, and make some money together on a Zoom conference call. Go to thepatterntrader.com/club to find out more. My plan was to sell Tesla into a rally today. I think Tesla this is it. I mean, I've been looking for Tesla to get, crunched and decimated. And I think that it's had its last, up leg. We've got all kinds of tops in this stock. I've been talking about this thing for years. And that's the thing. The pattern tells me where this thing goes, but there's always like kind of a million kind of in between rallies to get you out, get you second guessing. And then it does its thing. And it really pisses me off because I'm a purist. If I see the pattern and I go, okay, this is the pattern, I know the game, then just cough it up. Don't keep me in suspense. This is going down. But, then we get one of these 200 to 240 is no joke. 30% moves in 2 days. It's no joke if you're on the other side of these things. So, but that's trading. That's the fun. If it were easy, then, but you can see we have this reverse triangle, and at every time along this pivot, you have this very bad negative price action every time. So the market actually points where it wants to go. You don't have to like Moderna. Moderna went up 10 days in a row, and then it did a key reversal. And then I knew where it was going to turn. So I always say, wait for the market to tell you. You don't have to get in front of it. If you're looking at a 4-hour chart, it's just useless. And just let the market tell you. The market will tell you. It goes up here. It craps out there. Now you know where your risk is. Even if you're wrong, at least you have some idea. When this is cruising up and you're trying to look at a 15-minute chart and trying to short it every hour and then it keeps going up, why? Just let the market tell you. So now the market's told me, and now we've had a pretty good, release. We've gone from 240 down to 215, straight down. And so, again, with the size of this bar, I hope that prices would have come a little bit into here, and then I would just, short it, because there's no way this, if it opened higher, that this could sustain. So, but now it's opening lower. So now what do I do? Well, really, I should do nothing. I had a plan to get it, at 217 or 216 or 220, but now it's 212. And so now I'm caught with this thing. And this is where, it all goes wrong, where I don't want the train to leave the station without me. It's like, I've been waiting for this move for a long time. And now what do I do? And by and large, it's not a good idea to chase things. When you, come down and energy's been dispersed, usually, I don't know, you're going to get a look back in this bar. I don't think it's just going to gap and hold. I don't know if it's going to look like this. And maybe
didn't your trade from last night on the 216 on the elite one kick in aftermarket? Because mine did.
Well, I was in the aftermarket, but I'm not counting on most people trading in the aftermarket. And I saw it at 216, Duncan, and I was saying, should I sell it now or wait till the morning? And I decided to wait in the morning, and now it's $4 lower. So I'm not anticipating that people are going to trade these in the aftermarket sessions. But I did have a 216. It did go to 216 in the aftermarket. I was looking at it and going, shouldn't I start getting a taste on here? And I didn't. So now, again, I came in today thinking that, if this thing opened just slightly higher, my plan is to sell into it. I don't care what it does. It just simply can't hold. This is going to go down.
I just set the pending order and it kicked in.
Well, okay, but I'm not assuming that people are trading in the aftermarket or have aftermarket capabilities. So, but irrespective, the whole notion is to have a plan. And, now, if the market starts going without you, sometimes what I'll do is I'll wait an hour, and then I might put a sell stop underneath the low of the range after an hour, if something looks like it's just going to. But I just feel like with these bars and everything, I don't feel like this should gap and do this. That doesn't look right to me. There's always these bars have a little interplay with each other. And sometimes even if it gaps, then the next day, it comes up. So, I just think on principle, it's just not a good idea to chase things, especially in this market, because this market's so whippy. It opens down 500 Q points and then it's up 600. And so if you're kind of chasing the wrong way and then the energy goes the other way, now you're caught. So it's just better to be in control. Sell it here. If you sell it there, there's almost like no risk. If you sell it here, this thing could go up $10 against you. Now you don't know what to do. You're all out of control again. So the whole thing is to be in control. Plan your trades. And what I'm saying is take a look at what this is. Make your mind what this trade's doing, where you want to go, and then have a plan for whatever the market does. If it's going to gap and it looks like it's going to hold the gap, fine, sell it under the lows and then have a plan for that. So I have a visualization process. I come in every day and I try and visualize. Okay, if it opens higher, I know it can't sustain that. It has to come in at least kiss that unchanged. So I'm going to at least get in here and have a perch where I can kind of take a look at it. And I don't feel like I have a great degree of risk. I don't think it's going to do this. So, and I do that. I say, okay, it opens here. Do I think it can do this? Do I think it'll just kind of hang out here? Or do I think that it could just break again? And so there's 3 scenarios here. And I visualize all 3 and I see, okay, which one, based on what I'm seeing here, seems, conceivable. And this is in a phase that I think it's going to drop out of bed very quickly. It's going to come to the lower end of this triangle at 180, I think, very, very quickly. I mean, this thing's been messing around for a long time. And when it becomes bust apart, this thing's going to bust apart quickly. I've called this a parabolic implosion. And, as fast as the stock goes up, it'll come down just as fast. And when the air comes out of this balloon, it will come out quickly. Hey, if you would like to trade alongside me every day and join our most prestigious program, then head over to thepatterntrader.com/club for more information.